between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man layup. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
First down, Cowboys.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
From the 31, Cousins, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Back to throw here. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. This is taken at the 18. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down to the 42, 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings, nothing.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 10th carry now for Elliott. Bulldozes past him. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Cowboys.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Vikings, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nuwanger now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Play action now. Cousins. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Dante Fowler just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Cousins throw complete there to Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A first down carry by Elliott. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Inside give to Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
21. Vikings, nothing.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. To throw is Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. This is Rager with it on the crossing pattern. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Joseph's got it, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. This ball complete to Rager. And he will have the Vikings first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Room here to run. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. 56 yards rushing for him now on his first 2 carries in the ball game. Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Off the play fake, Cousins. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On second down, Elliott once more. Trucks over him. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now Prescott. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 37-yard line. So potentially a big turnaround brewing to begin this third quarter as this defense forces a much-needed turnover.
Yeah, this is a team starting to work in concert now, right? They went out and got a touchdown to start the second half, and now they get the football right back.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
On second down, it's Cook again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Cousins. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's second and 10. Here's Cook again. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first and 10, Cousins eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Back to the ground, Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Cousins will try and throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Joseph now to kick this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown,
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Dante Fowler able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They run the counter with Cook. And this time they were ready for it as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. 1st down, here's Cousins. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cook is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Again, it's Cook. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Cook, and this time he is in. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Vikings will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Pollard to return from the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
And by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. We're down to the 41. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there,
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 41 yards. And the Cowboys will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
35. Vikings 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Smith catches left side. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Able to find Thielen, and he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Cousins now from the 50. That's complete. It's Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets